Welcome to the Care for Kūpuna podcast, where we dive into health, wellness, and vibrant living of our cherished Kūpunas. We are thrilled to take you on a journey exploring everything from health and wellness tips, deeply rooted in the spirit of Hawaii, to navigating the intricacies of retirement, preserving our rich culture heritage, and fostering vibrant communities for our elders.
Whether you're a Kūpuna yourself, a family member, a dedicated caregiver, or simply someone passionate about supporting and uplifting our elders, this podcast is for you. Each episode is crafted with love and the intention to inspire, inform, and celebrate the golden years. So sit back, relax, and join us on this meaningful journey as we care for Kūpuna. So how are home care services paid for?
Well, the bulk of our clients are paying privately. We do have a contract through the county. It's actually through the Hawaii County Office of Aging, and it's a multi-tiered contract that has services that are for the client themselves, or it's called caregiver respite, and it's supporting the caregiver who's caring for that person. Either way, we're in there providing the same services and offering them that support. It's a short-term program, but they do end up helping them with a long-term solution, and we hope to be part of that. Our clients also have luck with utilizing long-term care insurance. So if they have a long-term care insurance program, most likely we will be able to provide services under that, as long as they qualify with needing a couple of their ADLs, activities of daily living, to be supported through our services. And finally, we are nearly credentialed for VA for our veterans and various Medicaid contracts. So we are really looking forward to supporting the veterans here on Hawaii Island. We have so many who have done so much good for our country and for our state and our county. So that is something that we are all excited for and cannot wait to serve.
Yes. Yeah. And for families considering bringing a caregiver into their home, what advice would you give them as they stop for these services or shop for these services? Sorry.
I think the most important takeaway from this is that we are an employer and we are employee focused. And that includes the background checks, the liability insurance, the workers' comp insurance, training, all these components that an agency can provide a caregiver. Whereas if a family is shopping and deciding to hire privately, which they can in the state of Hawaii, they can hire privately. However, there is that component of all the back end behind the scenes work that they may not think of initially. And even in addition to the various insurances, even vacation, sick leave, we offer that to our caregivers, PTO, so they can take time off, and we try to find replacement caregivers while they're away. So all of those components are important for people to remember and think about when they're shopping for services. Also, home care in the state of Hawaii must be licensed. If there's an agency, we have to obtain a licensure that is, we go through a process every few years. And that is through the Office of
Healthcare Assurance.
Thank you. Office of Healthcare Assurance, and it includes requirements for TB testing, fingerprinting, and various aspects of continued education and training. So those components would really give families some insight as to why we charge what we do, how that money is being allocated, and various insurance and back-end work and training. And that's most important, is we put a lot back into our caregivers and the training that they receive.
And I wanted to add that you can look them up yourselves by going to the Office of Healthcare Assurance. Even if you just Google OHCA, it'll take you to the Office of Healthcare Assurance website, and they have a state licensing section. You click on that, and they offer for home care agencies. And that gives you all of the home care agencies that are licensed in the state. And if you click by geographical area, you can get to Hawaii County. And that is a great way for them if they're shopping around and they want to make sure somebody is truly licensed and running things like Ashley was saying, really by the books and making sure that all the documentation is in order, because the state requires lots of that. And that shows that we are providing quality services. I would recommend starting there.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. And thank you, ladies. We want to change the segment a little bit and have some fun questions for Ashley and Karen. And it's going to be a fun game called Would You Rather? Okay. So I'm going to ask the question. You guys just raise your hand and then you guys both can answer, but raise your hand if you're ready to go. So first question is, would you, if you were given a superpower to instantly solve one caregiver problem, like managing pain, mobility issue, but you can only use it once and never again, or have a small superpower that can help your daily living, like calming anxiety or making meals easier, but they're less impactful, which would you choose?
Well, I was ready to give you the superpower. However we use it, I would love to have a magnetic pull for all of the experienced, caring, lovely, reliable caregivers to call us and come work for us, because finding the best caregivers to care for our clients can be tricky at times. They're out there and we want them to know that we're here. So I'd love to have that. So do I want it one big time or little times? Maybe just constantly pulling in the people who come to the island and are ready to support our kupuna.
Oh. Okay. Next question is, would you rather have the opportunity to travel back in time to meet your younger version of yourself, or travel forward in time to meet your future self?
Oh, this is so easy for me. The future. I definitely want to see what this comes as. And that's going to look statewide. We are exploring options and opportunities to work with some on Maui. So I'm really looking forward to that future self and providing quality home care services there too, and most, especially in rural areas. So yes, I would say I'm just very excited to see what's to come of Lifespan and myself, and how many states we can just keep tackling.
That's awesome.
And I have an answer to that as well. As far as future self, I feel like I've already had that opportunity because I've worked with older adults for so many years. The greatest gift they've given me is the gift of hindsight. I have learned through them about the power of living your life fully, taking those special vacations or those moments where you can be with your siblings or parents or partners and really enjoying life, because I've seen them at the end. And the ones who are aging so positively are those who have really lived a beautiful life where they've said yes a lot of times when it felt right to them. So I would love to follow in their footsteps.
Yeah. Oh, what a pleasure to have you folks both on. And I want to thank you guys for being a trusted partner. And don't forget to check them out, Lifespan Hawaii. And this is Ashley and Karen, and where aloha meets wisdom, one podcast at a time. Aloha, ladies. Ahui ho.
Ahui ho. Mahalo for joining us on this episode of Care for Kūpuna, where we explore health, wellness, and vibrant living for our cherished kupunas. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights.
Remember, your support can make a difference. 20% of all proceeds from our podcasts go to a nonprofit organization here in Hawaii dedicated to helping seniors in our community. If you'd like to contribute, visit our website at www.carewithak4kupuna.com and make a donation.
Are you a brand or business looking to align with our mission? Consider sponsoring our podcast. Visit our website for more information on sponsorship opportunities.
For those with stories to share, we invite you to be a guest speaker on our podcast. Head over to our website to express your interest and become part of the conversation.
Last but not least, stay connected with us by subscribing to our email list and following us on social media at Care for Kūpuna with a K. Join the Care for Kūpuna community to stay updated on all things related to health, culture, and creating vibrant communities for our elders.
We appreciate your time and look forward to welcoming you back on the next episode of Care for Kūpuna.